Welcome back. My studio guests, of course, Alfredo Bustamante and Chris Guerrero, regarding the past trip to Russia for this visa waiver. Now, again, Alfredo, let me ask you to answer that question. Capacity. Looks like we're going to have a capacity, if not already a capacity issue at this point, to accommodate a different type of tourist that now stays a little longer. How does, say, a tour agent now accommodate the needs of a longer staying tourist to blocks of rooms that are sold now to a shorter staying tourist?
Very simple. One, we have a problem. So we have to plan. We have to be able to start working on things that need to be started now. We have to start planning now. You know, we have investors that we have to bring. We have to start building hotels. We have to figure it out how we can accommodate the Russian industry. Because to be very honest with you, you mentioned it a few minutes ago, the military originally 4 years ago was supposed to happen, and we're supposed to have 8,000 Marines independence, about 15,000 people coming to Guam. We do not have the infrastructure, and now we are back to 50%. And I hear from other sources that we maybe get reduced to about 3,000. So you know what? We have to focus outside the box. We have to look at it what we have. Governor Calvo did a great job, and he was able to get the visa waiver approved for Russia. And now we're trying to get China, which is great. But if we give Russia, and we're already having problems with accommodations, once you approve the visa waiver for China, what is going to happen?
Well, Alfredo and Chris, at this point, it seems like we're probably going down this road of capacity issue at this point because of the fact that not only in the hotels do we have tourists stay now, we have military personnel.
That is correct.
And so those are blockages from military side and greatly needed as well. Not only, I mean, those rooms are needed because the military, they don't have the capacity within their premises to house the amount of military folks or military-related activities that happen here that need accommodation. So that's not on their side. Likewise, we need to accommodate our current tourist base, which is of course, Korean and Japanese and some Chinese, of course. Now we have a different market wanting to stay a little longer. You're saying we're going to have to do this now. We're going to have, we have this problem. We got to start now. When is now? Yesterday?
We're talking about yesterday. You know, we came, let's focus on things. This is extremely important, what you mentioned. I think it's a really serious problem that we have to plan and we have to create. But also we have minor problems that need to be looked at. You come to the airport right now. We were coming into Guam, and we had a family from Russia, and they were lost at the airport. They were walking from one side of the airport, from the far side, all the way to the line where they're supposed to go to immigration, pick up their luggage. And I walked to them, I said, you need help. They were sweating, they were already having a frustration. I took them to the immigration line, and guess what? Everything is in English, all the forms. The I-94, the 736, it's everything in English. So what is happening is they don't understand. We don't have a translator that speaks Russian at the airport. We need that. We have to be able to create the forms English and Russian, so they can have a smooth transition coming from the airport to their hotel. And then also, if you go right now to the hotels, everything is Japanese and English. And so if I am Russian, and I come to Guam, and I have problems at the airport, and then I go to my hotel, and I want to eat, and I cannot communicate, I will not come back again to Guam.
I tell you what, let me take a call. Okay, let's go to Jay from Tabuning. Jay.
Hello? Yes, I like what you're doing to try to boost the tourism industry, okay? But, you're telling me that you want to build condos now for these the Russian tourists to come into Guam and stay a little bit longer. Then you just mentioned about 5 to 10 minutes ago that you showed the loophole how to come back and stay longer, So what are we going to do now when because to me, 45 days, that's a long time for a vacation. Who goes I love Guam because, coming from Russia, coming to Guam is a paradise under the sun. You don't beat that, So the thing about it is, yes, I understand where you're coming from and stuff, but 45 days? Who really takes a trip for 45 days? I mean, only if I'm going to the States, I'd stay there for about a month, 3 weeks. But you know what's going to happen, and I'm just, you could quote me on this, okay? If that thing all goes through and stuff, you say there's only so many rooms in the hotel and everything is in Japanese and everything's in English. Well, that's Guam. Guam lot of Americans. Okay? So the thing about it is that if you now are a tour agent or somebody like me, I won't just go to a country that I don't know. I need to figure out where am I going to stay? How am I going to get a transportation? You know, stuff like that. So Russia, I mean, Russians coming over here to Guam ain't no new thing, okay? I mean, you know you need travel agency or you need to Google Guam and understand a little bit about Guam. I mean, that's just really funny when I hear that when you tell me somebody just comes into the airport and not know where to go. You know what I mean? I mean, what were they planning to come here and live here? No. I think they came here for a vacation. That was the whole purpose, right? I don't go to a vacation and not know where I'm going. So, you know, what you're telling me about these things about how you said condos. You never said hotels, you know. If you say about 200 tourists come from that time and then it's moved up about 300%, so you're talking about maybe about 1,000 people, okay? So why don't you build you a hotel that says, well, hey, when you come to Guam, you got to check out this place. This is the place where all the Russians go. It's like Saipan and Guam. Believe me, they're two small islands, but when you go over there, when Guam comes over there, they always take a particular place to go and eat breakfast. Like when you go to Saipan, you say Crispy Pata. You already know Jay's restaurant. You know, that's why you're smiling, because I know. I could see. You know what I'm talking about. You know what is going to bother me is when we're talking about, we got these problems right now with our infrastructure, right? And you're going to build more condos and you're going to build this. So now you're showing people that the Russians, the loophole. Oh, okay. All you need to do when you come here, go and exit, go to Palau, then from Palau go to China, and then China, and come back here. Now you can stay here another 44 days. Okay? So you know what's going to happen? I'm going to go into the clubs and I'm going to see Russian women over there working there. I go down to the restaurants and you're going to see Russian waitress. And I'm going to be wondering, wow, where are these guys coming from? Okay? I mean, you know, I don't get me wrong, okay? I like anybody that tries to make Guam get ahead, okay? Because especially in tourism, nobody in the world, I guarantee you this, man, nobody in the world can sell paradise under the sun like Guam. Maybe, you know what, I would recommend you to the governor and you go work at GBB because you have a very good idea. You know?
Well, thank you very much. I got to go to break here, but hey, you know, I guess
question.
You know, very good comments. As a matter of fact, I guess if we weren't promoting Guam as a destination, that would be all right. But if we're actively promoting Guam as a destination, you're going to have to take care of who you're promoting it to.
That is correct.
You know, I mean, you definitely have to do that. And so, with that being said, I mean, you got to accommodate who you promote to. You don't just do a blanket statement and do that and say, hey, I'm sorry, you're on your own. And many times when I've gone some places where I had to, you know, fend for my own anyway. I wish I knew where I went. Nobody spoke Chamorro, but can somebody speak English or something like that? Anywhere, and you know, again, when you're actively promoting, you're actively going to a destination to promote, you know, your place, then yeah, you're going to have to make accommodations. Otherwise, don't do it. Right? We're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back.